to excuse me. I did accidentally cut the beginning of this video by mistake when I was playing around with the photo mode. You have to excuse me. I did accidentally cut out the beginning of this video. For some reason, obviously I started recording, and then when I started playing around with the photo mode, it completely ignored what I started to record and start from a point where I finished playing the photo mode. So my apologies for that if it just suddenly seems like I'm jumping through a door, where basically, obviously in the last video, we had like a kind of, not a boss encounter, but we fought off some enemies. We learned that Senua, basically her energy life, you don't see a health bar, but instead she has rot that overtakes her body, and once that rot gets to the top of her body, the top of her head, then she's consumed by the darkness, so to speak, and then, as the game stated before in the last video, that our progress will be lost. So whether or not we have checkpoints or not, hopefully I won't die to find out, but chances are we will find out soon enough. So after that, I then had the choice of going through two doors, and I chose to go through the left door. And that's basically where I then started playing around with the photo mode. So my apologies for the odd beginning and me rambling. But anywho, that's my explanation. So there you go. Thank you. Oh, let's go forth. That both ultimately lead to the same place. Seems like this will be quite a linear game in that respect, which this is obviously going to be very narrative driven, so it needs to be. Not every game needs to be open world, thankfully. But I'll have a little nose about, see if I can find anything of interest, you never know. Get a better sense of the world that we occupy. Oh, here we go. Here's a Billy Connolly narrating stone.
Ymir was a frost giant, a being of darkness, and all his sons and grandsons were dark after him. Of his daughters and granddaughters, some were monstrous, but others fair. But there was another who came from the ice. Buri. In shape, he was like a man, big and powerful. His son, Bor, took a fair giant to be his wife, and they had 3 sons. Odin was the eldest, and the Northmen hold him to be the foremost of the gods, the All-Father.
Oh, but thunder! Thor, perhaps. Tell you what, it recommends you playing this game with a headset. And I can certainly see why. Or should I say hear why, because it's... Oh, the audio work in this game is fantastic.
Illusion hides the path to Valravn. Don't trust your eyes. Find another way to see the truth.
Okay. I've got to find an object shape as I did in the first episode. not entirely sure what I've got to do here. My voice is really taut, yeah. Aha! Of course! Huh. There we go, done it.
It's funny. We all want to see behind the veil, don't we? But once we do, we mostly just close our eyes again and pretend what we saw was never really there.
Something gonna jump at me up here?
Senua never could close her eyes, however hard she tried. Begged.
I can hear breathe, but I don't know whether or not it's another character or something in Senua's mind. It's up here somewhere. Wherever it is. Oh, okay. Don't know why she didn't do that first time, but hey. Well, this is a big open space, which normally means in video game lore and logic,
Once you gaze into the relentless darkness,
it's going to be a boss fight.
all that lurks within it can see you too.
That's what I'm going to do. Put the subtitles on. For the benefit of those watching. Whoa. Some kind of sacrifice den. Or lair. Very hellish. Pun not intended. Oh, it's this dude again. What's block? What's block? Out there. R1. Sorry. Come on, you bastard, have it. In your face, fool!
The Northmen will not stop her. She will find what she's looking for.
Oh. Could be coming to the end of this section, maybe. Okay, so we've got to look for this shape now.
Raven's power of illusion comes from ravens.
Yeah.
Align the ravens to break his magic seal.
Show me what you have seen, Truth. Look how much.
Send a raven! Last time it was like a shadow which made this shape. One of these things where I couldn't see it start off with, but then it becomes obvious once you find it.
To break the seal, align the ravens with the mark of Valravan.
Wait a minute. Ah. Yeah, it's got to be do with these hanging thingamajigs here, isn't it? There we go.
Something's shifted. Something's happened. Something new shifted. Can you feel it?
Bum 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 bum.
Do you feel it too? It's like crossing into world that looks the same but feels different. An lost world where the forest itself is watching.
I can't decide which way it is I've got to go. And normally if I see one way where it seems the blatant path to go, I tend to try to go to the opposite route. That's normally where you find secrets and whatnot. Man, those trees creaking and that wind blowing sounds so good. Probably the best audio design I've heard, I reckon. Possibly since Doom. Doom was fantastic. From its soundtrack to sound effects to sound of dismemberment. All very gruesome, yet beautiful.
Navigates. You know what to do. Stay back. It's not safe. Don't listen to them. Listen. Don't. Open. You can do it. Don't touch it. Come on.
To break the seal, align the ravens with the mark of Valravan.
What does it mean? Line up the ravens.
Which ravens?
Where are they?
Can't
Where
you
are the
see them?
ravens?
She can't see.
Look around. Look around. Try to find
Let's go and explore them.
Line up the ravens.
Line them up. Sit down.
I assume probably up these steps. What pathway is different? That way.
I hear something.
If you hear the song of Valravan, follow it, and it will lead you to him. But be aware of his illusions. You can't always trust your eyes.
Oh, what's in here? Can't go there yet. Okay, that's a wolf or a dog or something, and that is an unnerving sound with your headset on, I tell you. I don't know a lot about Nordic mythology, to be fair, so a lot of this is going to be a surprise to me. I always liked Greek mythology. Learned a load of that when I was in school, but not so much of Nordic for whatever reason. It seems to be equally as fascinating. Ugh, that growling noise. It's really unsettling.
Silence me.
What the flying fuck? Really? I should go to him? I don't know, maybe he looks deceiving.
Where did he go? Where is he? It's not your fault.
Okay, it's another gateway, so assume it's going to be through that wall. Yeah. It's where he was. Anything else of interest around here? No? Come on then, let's go. Excuse me if I'm just obviously not going the blatant path. I'm just looking around just to see if there's any of those Billy Connolly stones that tell me stories. I might have missed some, but I can't see any. Well, there he is. Here's one creepy ass dude. I don't want to fight you. I really don't want to fight you. I want to. Hi. The voices are so taunting.
Wouldn't be the first time. Last winter, before tragedy, she journeyed into the wilds of her native land, living off berries, roots, rabbits. It's not uncommon, you see. We call such a person a Gelt. Some, like Truth, become Gelt in search of penance. Others, like Senua, to purge a curse. Those who make it back are forever changed.
Okay, so that's the door. I tried to get through here and I couldn't, so let's take this off. Got no reason to go down there, to be fair, so let's go back. Okay, what's that seeing?
She can get up now. She can get up now. What's happening? She can get up now. How can she get up? It must be magic. Dark magic. A trick. Valravan's tricking her. Valravan. How can she get up? Bait. It's him. Dark magic draws her closer.
Can't get up there now.
It's not him. It's a trick. She's doing it on her own. He's not tricking her. It's magic. It's an illusion.
Okay. No, I'm doing something wrong here. Blatantly. Whatever it was, I missed. Up there. Let's have another look. Am I being silly and I can't actually see? I cannot, for the life of me. See what it is. Yeah, okay. Can I drop that in there? So yeah, I'm sure I can see where I've got to go to. No, get down! Get down! Get to a chopper! Die! Ah. There you go. Raven? Can't send no Raven. They're all dead. Follow the buzzards.
We picture fear, and we think of a shadow in the woods, a creature in the night. If only it were that simple. The worst kind comes without warning. A deep and primal signal from within. A reminder that just because you cannot see the threat, it doesn't mean that it's not already here.
Mm-hmm.
She can't get in. She can't go in there. Behind her. Baravan, he's there. She can't go in. Has to find another route.
Truth says there's always another route.
Find a way somewhere. Go out.
Find your own path.
There's a different way.
Oh shit, where'd you come? You...
Stop. It's too fast. He's down. Finish him. Finish him. Don't let them get behind you.
Oh, yeah, one too many hits and then 2 or 3 hits, back away.
Slowly.
Oh, there's another one. How about you bastards? Oh, yeah, there's a Billy Connolly stone to tell me a story.
The Northmen say that Odin and his brothers killed Ymir, and that the world of men was formed from his corpse. They made his bones into stone, and his flesh into earth, and his blood into the salt sea. They set his skull to be the bowl of the sky, with his brains for clouds. Odin and his brothers caught the sparks flying from Muspel and made them into stars. And to protect the new world from the giants, they used Ymir's great curving eyebrows as walls.
Must be one hell of a monobro.
Do you know what it's like to leave everything behind? Your home, loved ones, to head deep into the wilds, perhaps never to return. Senua does. Because when darkness speaks, it changes everything. Turning home into a foreign land and loved ones into strangers. Exile makes sense when you realize that you were never really home in the first place.
For some reason, I always said leading up to the build-up, sauna. I don't know why. Because it clearly does not spell like it should be said as sauna. But Senua. So, there's no doubt it's going to have loads of puzzly sections. It's a big old area. Not really got a Scooby-Doo what's going on over here, but this big door is obviously the key to it all. Okay, so 1, 2 points of interest. So there's loads of these images here. So to try and unscramble it, I'm obviously going to have to try and reduce it, and obviously make it more possible to focus and get through that big old door.
This reminds her of somewhere. The forest. Where? Which forest?
Okay, so here.
The wilds. She left them. She went to the wilds a long time ago. Why did she go to the wilds? She wanted to fight her own
Okay, so
darkness. She thought she could beat her own.
go through there. Does this reduce any of them? No, it seems to
It
be
nearly killed her,
all
but
the
she
same. So
Druth helped her. If it
I
wasn't
need to
for
get
Druth, she'd
through
be
there
dead.
then.
She can't beat her own darkness. She wanted to marry Dillian. She came to beat her own darkness and marry Dillian. But it didn't work. She thought her curse would affect him. She thought her curse would spread to him.
Oh, I don't want to go through there yet, do I?
She thought she'd bring the darkness to him too.
Okay, maybe I do.
She
This
died. She thought the curse
doesn't
would
seem to, its gateway
Druth helped her.
seems to have any more or any less, so that's fine. So bring Danish bridge. So I need to get across there. There's a big gap missing. What we got in here? Seems to be a dead end. Ah, but we've got a Billy Connolly stone. Tell me a story, Bill.
The Northmen say you must sacrifice in order to receive. They tell how the runes were revealed to Odin only in sacrifice. He hung himself from the world tree, and he stabbed himself with a spear, and he dedicated the sacrifice to himself.
As you do.
For 9 nights he hung on the tree without food or drink, and at last he saw the runes below him. He gave a cry and gathered them in his mind and learnt them. Then he fell from the tree.
Okay, so I'm not going to be able to get across there. So carrying through here, this door's now open. Well, that gap wasn't obviously there before, so presumably, if I look through that mirror gate thing, I should now be able to cross. Here we go. There we go, that's reduced some of the Raven images. So let's go through here.
The ravens. The ravens. They've gone. They've gone. No. Half of them have gone. They've gone. Some are still there. But where? Some are still there. No. Raven's helping? No. He's not helping. It's a trick. Quiet. Can't think.
Out in the wilds. In the cold winter woods.
Where have they gone?
She no longer felt fit for this world. She almost gave in to the darkness. But she remembered Dillian's words. She remembered her promise. She resolved to fight on and kill that which had become part of her.
Okay, so now I need to get over there. Halfway done, hopefully. There you are, there's a gate here. Okay, it does seem to reduce some of the Raven things. Oh, and gives me a bridge. Okay, so now this should reduce quite significantly.
The ravens. They've gone. No. Some still there. But where? No, ravens.
Looking back, I was so naive to think she could banish it on her own. The further she saw into the darkness, the more she struggled to see anything at all. And the glow, the smallest hints of shape, sound, and thought, grow in strength until they consumed her whole. Before she knew it, the darkness had her in its claws.
Okay, so now hopefully it's just a case of trying to find position to line all these up. Doesn't seem to be any over here, so perhaps do it over this way. Is that it? Sweet! There we go.
Rokus, the gate is open. Open.
There is no such thing as victory when it comes to the darkness. It's like it doesn't want to kill her. Yet, it will gnaw at her, biding its time. Only when she is at her weakest will it strike to kill. Will she find Dillion before her time comes?
Nope, this looks like a creepy area, and that's saying something for this game. It's surely going to be a battle in this room. Before I go to these ladders, let's just double check to make sure there's nothing over this way. Which way did I come in? Came in through there. Nope. The ladders, it is. portal here. Where is it? Where's it going to lead me to? Everything looks same. Doesn't seem to be active, so perhaps I came up here a bit early. Okay, let's approach this door then.
Overcome Valravan's final illusion to face him in his keep. I know you can do it, Senua. You have the sight.
We both see the darkness. We can fight it together. Speak to me, Druth. Tell me a story.
Senua, listen. I will tell you the tale of a man called Findan.
Ah, see the
The
way.
Northmen captured Findan's sister, and his father sent him to pay for her release. But they took his gold, put him in chains, and held him for a day and a night without food or water. Then they released him. I don't know why. Upon his return, his father's enemies in Erin set fire to his home. His father burnt to death, and his brother was killed. But he escaped with sorrow in his heart. His father's enemies offered redress for his loss and invited him to a feast. It was at a hall near the sea. But when he went there, they betrayed him to the Northmen, who enslaved him and took him to hell. 6 years later, his slave masters landed on the shores of Orkney, burning all before them. And into that fire, Findan made his escape. What was Findan burnt away that day. But from the flames, a new man stepped forward, and Druth was born. Druth. The man that I am now. And though Findan never set eyes on his dear sister again, I, Druth, have found you, Senua.
Ah,
I
there
wish
you
I
go,
could
can
have
see.
seen my home before these dark times.
So I've got to go back up there. Back up and across to my left, I think. Maybe not. Okay. Maybe I have to go back up there. It's good to have some head scratching puzzles anyway. I'm not convinced that's the right way. I'm not convinced at all, actually. It's just a pain. You can't just drop down bloody ledges. Obviously, Senua doesn't run very fast. You can only go down certain ledges, and obviously she ascends and descends. Ascends and descends ladders very slowly. Wouldn't mind if it's just moved a bit quicker. Especially, obviously, there's a lot of backtracking with certain puzzles. So that's where it's blocking me. Let's see, it seems like I should be able to go across there, but I can't. And I can't go up there because I think that area's blocked. Wait a minute, can I go across this bit? See what I mean? Invisible wall there. I can't go past there. And seriously, if I could go one further step, I could go on that bit and just walk across there. No. The game says, no, you can't do it. You can't go across there. We've got an invisible wall, you see. Can't go beat an invisible wall. Fuck you, invisible wall. Fuck you. There's got to be something more up here. I've got a line with shapes. Wait a minute, fuck. Jesus Christ, sometimes I'm absolutely as blind as a bat. Seriously, I mean, come on. It's in front of me practically the whole bloody goddamn time. I owned up to that one. Invisible wall or not. Nincompoop. Okay, now, so let's get back over here, look through that portal, and I should be able to get through that bridge branch thing. There we go. But still, invisible walls are annoying. Especially when they're so selective and particular. That's a thin branch.
Broken. The gate is open. Open.
This darkness. I know it from the wilds.
Hey, up behind you.
It's coming back for me.
Okay, my friends, that seems like a perfect place to leave this video. And I'll continue on next time. Thanks for joining me. If you haven't done already, please like, share and subscribe and all that malarkey. And until next... Oh, and you can also follow me on Twitter @SolidTheSnake, the same as my YouTube username. So, with that said, thanks for watching and peace out.